Hello to all the students. This is Dr. Trupti Shelke. I'm an assistant professor in one of the management institute. Now, this YouTube channel is basically for all the undergraduate students who are pursuing various courses like BMS, BPI, BAF, BFM. I'll try my level best to put as much as possible subjects which I can take and have a revision lecture series for the subjects which I can manage. But apart from that, if you request for any specific subject, and as I am an HR faculty, I take in all the HR specialization subjects and general management subjects. So I'll just try my level best. If the subject is taken by me, or if I have to prepare, I'll do that, and I will post all the revision lecture series in this YouTube channel itself. So you have all the details as it is reflected on the screen. You have the email, you have an Telegram channel, you have a Facebook page which you can join. And if you have a request for any specific lecture or any specific subject, you can just post it. Accordingly, I will arrange for the same. So welcome you all for this revision lecture series. We are going to start with the first subject, and the subject for the revision lecture is TYBMS SEM 5 Industrial Relation, and the syllabus is as per University of Mumbai. So in today's lecture, we are just going to take an overview of the syllabus, and from the next lecture, we will be starting with the first topic. So before we start with the subject, let us understand what exactly the subject consisting of. Now, your subject consists of 4 units, that is 4 modules. We will just take an overview of all the modules in short, so that you will understand exactly what you are going to study and what are the topics which are framed in this subject. But before that, let's in short understand what is an objective of this subject, why this subject is a part of your syllabus, and especially that as an HR student. See, the subjects want you to understand how the things develop and progress in industry with respect to law, definitely. How, as an HR person, you need to safeguard the interest of both workers and management. Now, why? Because you are the people who are working at the middle level phase. Like, you will be the employees who are in charge of human skills in an organization. So you should know how to manage your as a middle level, you should know how to manage your top level and lower level. That is how to have conceptual skills and technical skills in a balanced way. At the same time, it will help you to understand and maintain industrial democracy. And for that, what you are supposed to do, that the subject will give you the knowledge with the help of theoretical aspects, and at the end, how to have an environment of cooperation and coordination. So let's go with the paper pattern first. You will be having, see, this is a paper pattern which is followed till last exam. You may have a doubt in your mind, ma'am, what about this coming, because of this pandemic situation, what about our semester 5 examination pattern? See, let's not discuss on that in detail, because we will wait for a decision to be taken by Mumbai University, and we have to just implement the decision. But at the end of the day, your concept should be clear. So your paper pattern goes in a form of question number 1 to 5, which will be for 75 marks. Question number 1 will be including, it will be having objectives from all the units. That is, like for example, from unit 1 to unit 4, the objective is a combination either of filling the blanks and true or false, or filling the blanks and match the following. Question number 2 consists of, it will be from unit 1, which will be the question will be for 15 marks, which will be divided into 2 form of question. That is, 1 question for 8 marks and 1 question for 7 marks. Or you can have 7.5, 7.5. The liberty is in the hand of examiner, the way they want to put up the question. The only thing is that, as your paper pattern talks about, you will be having an option over here, 2A to B or 2C to D. So you have to select a proper option and answer your paper, but ensure that you are selecting, if you are selecting 2A, then it is compulsory for you to write 2B. Or if you go for C, then it is compulsory for you to write the D question. That is, either you can go for A and B, or you can go for C and D. Then question number 3 will be from unit 2. Question number 4 will be from unit 3, and question number 5 will be from unit 4. Now in question number 5, your pattern is bit changed by some examiners. You will have as 5A and 5B as in question, and in an option they will give you short notes. Okay, so you may have a combination of that also, where you have to attempt 2 short notes or 3, depending upon the examiner. In some subjects, if you're having question number, sorry, in some subjects if you're having unit number 5, so that unit 4 and 5 will be togetherly in unit, that is unit 4 and 5 will togetherly form a question 5. So that you, I mean to say, if it is, because there are some subjects and there are some syllabus where their unit 5 is also mentioned. So in such case, unit 4 and unit 5 will be consisting of question number 5. Now let us understand what you are going to study in the first unit. The first unit is the base of your subject, where you will understand what is industrial relation, what does it means, what are the objectives, what are its characteristics, what are the principles, scope, significance, who are the stakeholders, how this history, what is the history of IR, how IR was evolved, are there any factors which affect IR? What is the role of state? What is the role of employer? What is the role of union in IR? At the same time, what are the various dimensions of IR? Impact of LPG policy, which was formed in the year 1991. Was there any impact of this LPG policy on IR? If yes, what was that we need to study, and issues and challenges. Okay, so this will consist your unit 1. Your unit 2 is divided into 4 parts. That is, industrial dispute is the name of your unit. So it consists of 4 parts. The first part itself is industrial dispute. Then you have employee discipline, you have grievance handling, and you have workers' participation in management. Now, employee discipline, grievance handling, and workers' participation in management is it's connected to industrial dispute. And how it is connected, then that we are going to study when we are going to study this unit in detail in revision lecture series. Your unit 3 consists of 2 things, that is your trade union as one part and collective bargaining as second part. In trade union, you are going to study all the details, starting with meaning, features, objectives, activities, functions, again evolution of trade union across the globe and in India, structure of trade union, as well as impact of globalization on trade union. There are various central organizations in India with respect to trade union, but in your syllabus, they have just listed out main organizations, not all. And you have to study if any problem of trade union, that you have to either in the form of weaknesses or challenges. Coming to collective bargaining, you have to again go with the meaning, features, importance, scope, process, types, levels. Okay, so this you have to study in detail as so on. Unit number 4 consists of all the acts. Now you have certain acts which you have to study. Now here, just be careful. In unit 3, we are studying trade union as a chapter, whereas here in unit 4, we are studying trade union as a particular act. Okay, same way in unit 2, we have studied industrial disputes as a chapter. Here you have to study industrial disputes as an act. Apart from that, you have to study Industrial Employment Standing Order Act, Factories Act, Minimum Wages Act. Now you students, if you remember, in your first year, that is in your semester 1 and semester 2, you have studied some of the acts in the form of business law and industrial law. In fact, majority of these acts were covered in industrial law, but anyways, we are going to revise it once again, because here the pattern of answering the question will differ. So we are going to see how we are going to learn it and how we are going to put it in the form of answer in your examination. At the same time, at the end of the suppose if we are completing the subject, at end we will be discussing all the university papers, what type of questions, which question was repetitively given, so you can just get an idea that how you need to prepare yourself in order to study this subject. So in the next lecture, we will be starting with our first unit, that is industrial relation and overview. So see you everyone in the next lecture. All the details will be mentioned in the description box. You can just check the details in the description box. And at the same time, if you want any particular subject or any particular revision series, you can just comment in the, you can comment it in the comment box. Thank you, everyone.